incorporated, I'm going to go ahead and sanitize my utensil to get ready to make sure that the oils and the shea butter is nicely blended together. And I'm going to do that by stirring for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to get ready to sanitize my mixing bowl. And I'm going to pour that mixture into my mixing bowl and get it prepped for the freezer. I'm pouring it straight into here because this is the bowl that I'll be blending in. I'm going to stick this bowl in the freezer for about 30 minutes or until it gets to the consistency that I'm looking for. I want it to get solid, but I don't want it to get too solid. But while that's in the freezer, I'm going to go ahead and create another batch using the same measurements. So right now I'm using 59% of shea butter, so that equals to 268 grams. So I'm measuring some more so that I can get some orders that I have pending on my website out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. In the same process, I'm going to put it on a double boiler method, get the fragrance situated. This here is a lesson learned. I knew not to pour it in here, yet I still did. This is an update on the shea butter melting. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing, transfer it over, sanitize into my other mixing bowl. If you do have a body butter business or you want to, it is very important to have 2 mixers in case you have many different scents you're working on. It just helps the job get done so much faster and easier. And I'm super grateful to have 2 to work off of because I can make many different body butters at one time, and this was helpful. I'm going in and adding my oils. This is my grapeseed oil. Again, I'm using that at 55 grams. Going in and adding my avocado oil. That is being used at 55 grams as well. And then last but not least, I'm adding 55 grams of my safflower seed oil. And then I'm going ahead and I'm mixing this in, making sure it's incorporated. And the same thing, I'm putting my cling wrap on to put it in the freezer for it to get solid. And then one of my butters is done, so it is out of the freezer. I'm going to get ready to take that cling wrap off, and this is the consistency I like. I like it to be medium, where you still see some solidify, but you still have some liquid. It just helps for a more creamier texture. I guess that is the key with some body butter recipes. If you let it get too solid, then you'll find that your butters will be a lot harder, unless that's what I've learned from research. So I'm just going to let it blend until it doubles in size and get to the consistency that I like. This is the lesson that I was talking about. I poured some fragrance oil in that cup, and it was plastic. So just be mindful because fragrance oil can eat through plastic. So I had to re-pour my fragrance, which was no big deal. But I just threw away the whole container because the fragrance ate through the container. So as you see, it's getting in there. It's getting up there inside. So I'm going ahead and spin it a little bit more. I'm going to add the fragrance oil here. This is the Starberry Skies. I use 5% fragrance oil, so Starberry Skies was added at 23 grams for this recipe. I am making sure that I'm getting the sides good now that the fragrance is added so that it can be evenly throughout. And once that oil is added, you see that the body butter becomes a lot more creamier in texture, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm just going to let it whip a few more minutes. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get prepped to add color. So I have my press and seal. I find that this is the best way if you want to do dual colors. I'm going to just tear a little piece off and add my colors as you'll see here. I was so excited to be back filming. I was paying no attention. This is my Starberry Skies. So the flavor of the scent is raspberry. Therefore, I needed the white and pink. I could have just went ahead and just added the white onto the press and seal wrap, but I put it into another bowl. So don't mind that because as you see now, I'm taking it and I'm spreading it on the bowl, but it's all good. And when you add your mica, or if you plan to, just add a little bit at a time. You can't take out too much, but you can add if you need to. And I just added a little at a time, and it was actually the perfect color that I was looking for. So after I incorporated the mica, I went ahead and added it to the press and seal as well. And I'm just laying them next to each other, and then I'll smooth them out once I'm done. And I'll just roll it like I'm rolling a burrito and twist the sides and insert it into a piping bag. To be transparent, I was doing so many different things at one time. I was moving too fast, and I definitely cut that piping bag too thick. So as you see, my piping skills won't be as good as they normally are because I definitely cut too much off of the bag, and I shouldn't have done that because the bigger the tip, the more is going to come out at one time. And it was hard trying to record with one hand and to ensure that you all were seeing me piping this, because I know for a lot of people it's their favorite part, but it still came out good if you ask me. The colors are there. It's giving strawberry skies, and I love it. And if you want a more cleaner look, just be sure to not cut your piping bag so wide like I did. And if you're wondering why I'm patting the jar as I'm piping, it's because I don't want any air in the jar. I want to make sure I can fill the jar as much as possible, and patting it down like that gets all the air bubbles out, as you see in the second one. And here's the final product. I'm happy with them. I'm going to make sure I get them labeled up. And here's our label. Feel free to comment down if you like our labels. I'm thinking about keeping them the same, but where it says Strawberry Skies, adding a brighter color. Now we're done with Strawberry Skies. We are piping Strawberry Moon, and this is Strawberry Shortcake. I only needed one of these, so I just took a little bit from the Fruit Cassar that you will see next, and I just made one of these. And the texture of this is really good, and it looks really creamy and smooth, so I'm really excited about this. And here's the label and the finished product. Last and certainly not least is Fruit Cassar. This smells like Fruit Loops, so we're going in with the colors of a yellow, green, and a blue. And it looks like a Galaxy Cassar in the end, so we're excited for the outcome. And I'll let you guys watch me mix these colors together. We are aware of where we get our micas from. They are equally sourced. And also at this time, feel free to check out our social media and follow us on Instagram at CosmicAsh Cosmetics. And also feel free to sign up on our website when we do open the website back up, so you'll be the first to know. We'll definitely appreciate that as well. Also, comment down some video ideas you all would like to see from us. We do want to include some lifestyle vlogs and some skincare routines that I personally do as the owner of a skincare business, but I'm not sure if that would be something you all would be interested in. So if it is, comment down below. I would love to hear from you all and to hear your feedback. Also, I'd like to address it in this video. I get a lot of DMs and questions about what is body butter and what is the benefits of it. So body butter, our specific body butters, is an anhydrous body butter. It does not include water. So that means that it is deeply moisturizing, and it is made to nourish your skin with the vitamins and antioxidants that each ingredient that we use offer. For me personally, I create body butters to soothe sunburn, eczema, and rashes, and to also moisturize the skin, especially for those who have dry and sensitive skin. Part of the reason why I decided to create body butters for Cosmic Ash is because I do have sensitive skin and eczema, and growing up I always wanted to wear Bath and Body Works or just lotion that smelled good, but I could not due to my skin issues. And so I decided to create my own formulas that was safe for those with eczema or different skin issues, for us to smell good and still have fun with the ingredients that we need for our day-to-day life. Now that I have my piping bag set up, I'm going to do my best not to make the same mistake I made, which is cutting the bag too big. And I'm also sanitizing my jars, which I did it before, but I forgot. So it is okay if you over sanitize your jars just to make sure they're clean when they're going out to your customers. So the colors look nice. I'm very excited with the outcome. I didn't cut it too big, so I'm super grateful. Also, when you cut it, always try to locate that piece because you never want it to go into a body butter that you're giving out. So I just always try to keep that in the back of my mind when piping. And this is coming out really good. I'm really excited for the colors, and I love the colorways that are coming through. It is giving very much so galaxy vibes with this, so the name suits it well, the Fruit Cassar. And this came out really well, and I had a little more left over, so I'm gonna go ahead and pipe this into this jar, even though I know it won't fill it all the way. But this one will go out to my cousin Jerry, because I know he loves my body butter, and I haven't given him any of my leftovers in a long time. So this is just me piping the last of this Fruit Cassar body butter. Are my new labels. I'm thinking I like these a lot more. I think they're brighter and they add to the white jars. So I think that this is the look that I'm going to go for moving forward once all of my older labels are gone, like the Starberry Skies. And then I'm going to go ahead and sanitize my jars again just to make sure I don't have any leftover oil. And here are all the body butters we made today. And I think the one I'm going to choose is the Fruit Cassar label that I'm going to use moving forward. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and comment down below if you have any questions.